This is lesson 497, a spelling dictation lesson. And in this lesson, we are going to have new consonant teams that we haven't used before for dictation. Let me review the consonant teams. The letter teams CI, SI, and TI are consonant teams when these letters occur at the beginning of any syllable except the first syllable in a word. These three teams all represent the same sound, which is sh, which is the same sound that SH represents. When you encounter these three teams at the beginning of any syllable after the first syllable in a word, then most of the time those letters will represent teams. Not in every instance, but in almost all instances. Now, you notice SI has two lines under it as well in the word vision. In vision, SI is representing the sound zh, and when SI represents the sound zh, then you double underline it. Also, QU has two lines under it in this page, and if you look at the word conquer, QU is representing the K sound. Now, normally QU represents the sounds K and W combined, but it turns out QU has a second sound it represents in not nearly as many words, but sometimes QU can represent the K sound. And when QU represents that sound, K, then you double underline QU. Now let's look at VE. Almost no English words will end in the letter V. The letters V and E combine to form a team, a consonant team at the end of a word, when the silent E has no other function except to prevent the V from being the last letter in the word, as in the word valve. So again, most English words will not end in V, and so sometimes you'll encounter VE as a team when the E's only purpose is to prevent the V from being the last letter in the word. WH has a second sound, which is the sound H. Remember, up until this point when we encounter WH, it's represented the sound W. But WH can also represent the sound H, as in who, and that's the H sound. The second sound for WH is the H sound. Finally, the letter team WR may only be used at the beginning of a root word, such as the word wrap, and it represents the R sound. The W is silent. Now I'm going to dictate 7 rows of words where all of these teams will be encountered, beginning with row 1. Sanction, sanction. The team was hit with a very serious sanction, sanction. This is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable is sank, and that has 4 sounds. S, a, k. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Sank, shan. Now the first thing we do to mark the word is look for teams. We look to see if a letter represents its second sound, and we look to identify a silent E if there is one in the word. In this word, N is representing its second sound, double underline it. TI is a team. Next, we identify our vowel sounds. 2 vowel sounds, so we have a 2-syllable word. Next, we apply syllable division. Here, we have to remember to indicate that NC is a blend that must remain together in the first syllable of this word. So we put our blend mark under NC, and it counts as a unit of 1 when determining where to divide the word into syllables. And then finally, we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. And the word is sanction, and we would say in conversation, sanction. Crucial, crucial. The scientist made a crucial discovery. Crucial. For spelling, pronounce it cru-shal. Cru has 3 sounds, k, r, u. Shal, 3 sounds, sh, a, o. Crucial. First thing we do to mark the word is identify teams. We look to see if a letter is representing its second sound or if we have a silent E in the word. In this word, U is representing its second long sound, so we double underline it. The second long sound for U is U, as in the word dude or crucial, and CI is a team. Next, we identify our vowel sounds. Next, we apply syllable division. And finally, we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. Crew, shawl. Now we have an 8 under the vowel A because vowel group 8 says that the vowels A, O, and U all represent an extra sound, and A is representing its extra sound here, aw. When A comes at the end of the word by itself or followed by L, it will normally make its extra sound. Confession. Confession. I have a confession to make. Confession. Con has 3 sounds. K, a, n. Fess, 3 sounds. F, e, s. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Confession. Step 1, we look for teams. We look for letters representing their second sounds, or we look for a silent E. We have 1 team in this word. Next, we identify vowel sounds. Next, we apply syllable division. And finally, we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. Confession. Partial. Partial. I have partial understanding of what just happened. Partial. Par has 2 sounds. P, R. Shawl, 3 sounds. Sh, aw, ul. Partial. Now at this point, pause the video and mark the word completely. When you've completed doing so, advance the video. Partial. Row 2, rack. Rack. I am going to rack my brains until I figure out where I put my keys. Rack. 3 sounds. R, a, k. Rack. Mark the word. Rack. Conclusion. Conclusion. For spelling, pronounce this word conclusion. Cong, 3 sounds. K, a, Clue, 3 sounds. K, o, u. Jean, 3 sounds. J, a, n. Conclusion. Mark the word. Conclusion. Remember, when N is followed by the sound K, it represents its second sound, as it does in this word. U is representing its second long sound, U, and SI is representing its second sound, J. Magician. Magician. The children had a magician at their party. Now for spelling, pronounce this magician. Ma, 2 sounds. A. J, 2 sounds. J, I. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Magician. Mark the word. Magician. Magician. Extension. Extension. I bought an extension cord. X10 Sean. X, 2 sounds. X. 10, 3 sounds. T, n. Sean, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. X10 Sean. Mark the word. X10 Sean. Row 3. Whole. Whole. I can't believe we ate the whole pie. Whole. 3 sounds. H, o, ul. Whole. Mark the word. Whole. Now this word can also be spelled H-O-L-E, and when it's spelled H-O-L-E, it refers to a hole in the ground. whereas WHOLE refers to an entirety, such as the entire pie, the whole pie. Affection. Affection. We have great affection for you. Af, feck, shan. Af has two sounds. A, f, feck, three sounds. F, e, k, shan, three sounds. Sh, a, n. Af, feck, shan. Mark the word. Af, feck, shan. Wrap. Wrap. Wrap the sandwich in plastic. Wrap. Three sounds. R, a, p. Wrap. Mark the word. Wrap. Here WR is a team representing the sound R. Involve. Involve. I really don't want to involve you in this. Involve. In has two sounds. I, n. Volve. Four sounds. V, a, o, v. Involve. Mark the word. Involve. Now, why is VE a team in this word? Because the E's only function in this word is to prevent the V from being the last letter in the word. Remember, English words don't end in V. So when you have an E at the end of the word, directly in front of the V, and the E has no other purpose in the word except to prevent the V from being the last letter, underline VE, it's a team. It's a consonant team. Row 4, reserve. Reserve. I forgot to reserve a table. Reserve. Re has two sounds. R, E. Zerve. Three sounds. Z, v. Reserve. Mark the word. Reserve. Here again, VE is a team because E's only function in this word is to prevent the V from being the last letter in the word. Wreck. Wreck. I am a wreck planning this event. Wreck. Three sounds. R, e, k. Wreck. Mark the word. Wreck. Position. Position. You have to learn how to play your position. Po has two sounds. P, o. Z, two sounds. Z, I. Shan, three sounds. Sh, a, n. Position. Mark the word. Position. Now notice, SI is not a team in the middle of the word here. S is representing its second sound and I is representing its short sound. TI is a consonant team here representing the sound sh. Invasion. Invasion. There is talk of an invasion. Invasion. In has two sounds. I, n. Ve, two sounds. V, a. Jean, three sounds. J, a, n. Invasion. Mark the word. Invasion. Row 5, emission. Emission. I have to get an emission sticker. E-miss-shan. E has one sound. Miss, three sounds. I-s. Shan, three sounds. Sh, a, n. E-miss-shan. Mark the word. E-miss-shan. Facial. Facial. The photographer took a facial shot. Facial. Fe is two sounds. F, a. Shawl, three sounds. Sh, a, ol. Facial. Mark the word. Facial. Wretch. Wretch. A wretch is an unfortunate or unhappy person. wretch. 3 sounds, ch, wretch. Mark the word, wretch. Vindictive, vindictive. His motive in his actions was purely vindictive. Vin has 3 sounds, v, I, n. Dick, 3 sounds, d, I, k. Tiv, 3 sounds, t, I, v. Vindictive. Mark the word, vindictive. Row 6, fraction, fraction. Just a fraction of my day is spent on this task. Fraction. Frac has 4 sounds. F, r, a, k. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Fraction. Mark the word. Fraction. Mention, mention. Did she mention my name? Mention. And for spelling, pronounce it men, shan. Men has 3 sounds. N. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, n. Men, shan. Mark the word. Men, shan. Collection, collection. Tuesday is collection day. Collection. And for spelling, kal-lek-shan. Kal has 3 sounds. K, a, ol. Lek, 3 sounds. Ol, k. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Kal-lek-shan. Mark the word. Kal-lek-shan. Marquee, marquee. A marquee is a canopy structure generally jutting out from the entrance to a theater or hotel. Marquee. Mar has 2 sounds. R. Key has 2 sounds. K, E. Marquee. Mark the word. Marquee. Here, QU is representing its second sound, K. So we double underline the QE. And our final row 7, passion, passion. She sang the opera with great passion. Passion. 2 syllables. First syllable, pass, 3 sounds. P, a, s. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Pass, shan. Mark the word. Pass, shan. Wrench, wrench. The mechanic was looking for his wrench. Wrench, 4 sounds. R, e, n, ch. Wrench. Mark the word. Wrench. Now, why do we not use TCH at the end of this word to spell it? We don't, because you have to have a short vowel directly in front of ch in order to use TCH. Deserve, deserve. We deserve a victory tonight. Deserve. D has 2 sounds. D, E. Zerve, 3 sounds. Z, v. Deserve. Mark the word. Deserve. Our final word is transfusion. Transfusion. The doctor gave the patient a transfusion. Now for spelling, pronounce it transfusion. Trans has 5 sounds. T, r, a, n, z. Few, 2 sounds. F, u. Jean, 3 sounds. J, a, n. Transfusion. Mark the word. Transfusion. And this completes the dictation of words from lesson 497.